Now, the gig number one that I want you to stop selling is data entry. I'm sure you know this already. Because moving forward, why data entry when there are so many people selling it? The supply is way huge than the demand. So you can't charge a lot of money for it because the next person, the next seller is charging very, very low. And to be frank with you, those people who sell data entry, I call them lazy freelancers because why data entry? I know it's easy to do, right? So many people are jumping into it. So as a new seller, it will be very difficult for you to even break through. And it doesn't pay a lot. For me, that's a no-no. That's a red flag for me. A gig that doesn't pay a lot, why would I want to waste my time to do it? You will get a lot of orders, but at the end of the day, your money will be very small. It means you're going to be busy all the time with very, very little money going into your account. So please stop selling data entry gigs because the competition is way too much. Supply is plenty and buyers are very little. The value on data entry is very, very low. Number two is transcription. Why would you want to keep selling transcription when AI is here, when AI can do transcription for you? Currently, I use Happy Scribe. I put in YouTube links, I upload videos, I upload audio, and it transcribes them for me easily. 99% of the time, everything is correct. The English is on point. There are so many AI tools that does this work. Some clients will come to you because they are not aware of this, but why would you want to sell that? Because the demand for that is coming down. There are AI tools that you pay $5, $2, and you can get the work done. In a whole lot of hours, you can use it to transcribe your work. On my platform that I use like this, you pay like $7 and they give you like 6 hours, right? But you might be charging maybe $1 or $5 for 1 hour. It doesn't make sense. Even at this age, why would you want to be selling a gig around $5? How much are you going to make from it? Right. So stop selling transcription services. It's not good anymore. It's really not good anymore. Now, gig number three that you should stop selling is web research. Why am I saying this? There are AI tools that will do the research for you. Now, there's a side where humans can come in and make a manual and can get quality research. But that is changing. If you jump on a tool like Gemini, there's a new feature that came up, deep research, and in Gemini, I think it's a new version of it. I tried it and it was amazing. It goes around the web and finds all resources for me. You'll be surprised the quality of research it can do for you, right? So why would you want to manually do it for people? If you go on Fiverr, the demand is not even that much, but people are selling high. I don't understand why. The fact that you do research doesn't mean that you should be doing it, but there's a different category of research that you can be doing that people actually pay you good money from, talking of $500 and above. But basic web research, please stop selling it. Let's move to the next gig. Now, gig number 4 is image manipulation. Now, I know Photoshop can do a good work with this, but AI is here. There are so many AI tools that can do image manipulation for you. There's this AI tool that I use to create thumbnails for my faceless YouTube channels. So I find a thumbnail that I like, I upload it onto that AI tool, and I just give it some prompts that I like this thumbnail. I want you to replicate it by use this, use that, and it will just manipulate it for me. I can upload my image and tell it to expand this, do that, and it will just do that for me. Now, I'm not saying that designers using Photoshop is out of place. That is a service or a gig that the demand is dropping. So you should find ways to move around it and not focus on selling only that. It can be maybe your gig number 5. It shouldn't be your primary gig that will bring you a lot of money because the demand is dropping. AI is killing these gigs and you should be very smart about it. For gig number 5, I want to talk about online surveys. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense to me. Ever since I started working online business, freelancing, it's never made sense to me. I know some people do it, but why? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Please stop selling online surveys. I don't know where you're selling it, either on Fiverr or anywhere, or any website that promises you that you can do surveys and get paid for it. You're going to waste your time. You're going to waste your time. You won't make any significant money or income for it. So let's look at gig number 6. I'll talk about social media account creation. I see that a lot on Fiverr. And there are some buyers who find it very difficult and challenging creating a social media account. So let's say there's a demand for it. But if there's a demand for it, how much are they paying? Right? I want my people, I want people who follow me, my students, to make a lot of money. The year will end and you'll be talking about $50,000, $100,000 or more on Fiverr. Not 2,000, not 3,000. If you are selling something like social media account creation, how much are you going to charge? You can decide to do everything, create the account, add cover photo, design logo, write description. How much can you charge for that? Right? And with so much demand on the platform right now, how many buyers will come to you within a month? It's not something that I will encourage you to sell moving forward. If you're going to sell, it should be among your gig number 5, gig number 6, gig number 7. It shouldn't be among your top 3 gigs. So let's look at gig number 7. This is a big one, which is scraping of leads. I've done this before. Now there are some services on Fiverr. It's selling well now, or you can charge $100, $200, $250. But things are changing. This is where somebody will come to you and they pay you to go and look for leads for them. There are tools now that you can use, like Apollo, like Upleads, like ZoomInfo, like LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You go there and you extract the leads for your people, your clients. Now, what is being sold is that people will pay you for, let's say, 100 leads, pay you maybe $100. That is $1 per lead. You go onto these platforms and you extract the leads and you give it to them. But these platforms are becoming affordable now. There are so many of them that are coming up. Last year alone, I had about 6 new ones that I signed on to test how they are like. So why would you want to be selling this when these tools are very affordable? On a platform like Apollo, I'm sure it's less than $30. You'll be able to extract leads, validate the contacts to see. So if you really want to sell this, regardless of the fact that buyers are finding these tools affordable and they are doing them themselves, you should go extra. You shouldn't just extract the leads or validate the leads and give them out, because somebody's email might be active, but it might not be responsive. The person might not be active online. So for me, what I do now, and if I want to sell lead generation or lead scraping services moving forward on Fiverr, what I'll do is, after I generate the leads, I'll make sure that I validate them. There are validation tools out there. You can export the leads, emails there, and they'll tell you this email is active, this email is correct, this is a spam and stuff like that. Now, after I've done that, I'll find another tool that will help me enrich the leads, right? Enriching the leads means that you're finding more details on the lead to add to the data that you have. So one of them will be, you go on LinkedIn to look for the name of the person, the company, to see the last time this person was active on LinkedIn. Because if you're trying to find a B2B lead for a client, you need to ensure that that particular contact is active, because if you send them email and they don't respond within a week, within 2 weeks, it's money wasted. So if you're able to sell lead generation, lead validation, and lead enrichment to your client, it will increase the value of your gig. Rather, you can be charging $500, right? This is what I tell my students: charge above $250, charge $500, charge $1,000. People want quality work now. Fiverr has moved from selling just $5 gigs to selling gigs that are of value. They want people to satisfy clients. They want sellers to satisfy clients. So if your gig is just $10, $5, and just do anything, the algorithm will start ranking you low and not be popping up. So charge good money, charge an average price in your industry, and do good work, right? So generate the lead, validate it, and enrich the lead. Lead enrichment is huge. Read about it. So if I'm going to sell lead generation services, that's how I'll go about it. So these are the 7 gigs that I believe that moving into next year, you should stop selling them. I'll be bringing you more of the gigs you should stop selling. Now, I need you to comment below and let me know if you want me to bring you the part 2 of the gigs you should stop selling in 2025 and beyond.